Live stream, live stream, live stream. I sure do appreciate y'all. So grateful for what we get to do every day. I just want to welcome you to D-Day. D-Day. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Welcome to Living the Law of Attraction with me, Dr. Darlaina Rose. I'm going to just breathe through some things that I saw this morning. And it immediately made me think of all of us and transitioning our lives and when transition actually happens. When it becomes time to make some changes that you may not be ready for. So the question that came up in my mind was all about the legacy that we build. The legacies that we build has to be one that no one can take away. Because sometimes we find ourselves sitting in places where the rug can be pulled straight from under you. 1 minute, everything is as it should be, and the next minute, it just ain't. I know ain't is in the dictionary, but it just ain't. And a lot of times it ain't a thing you can do about it, but accept and be okay with what the powers that be are doing. So I have a simple question for you. Who is writing the story of your life? Is it your employer? Is it your paycheck? Is it someone sitting in a boardroom who has never met you or your family, never walked in your shoes, and never sacrificed the way you have? Or is it you? For so many years, many of us have been taught the same formula. Work hard, be loyal, show up early, stay late, never complain, give your best every single day, and everything will work out until it doesn't. And there's nothing wrong with hard work. Excellence matters, character matters, integrity matters. But here's what life eventually teaches us. A job can change overnight. A company can restructure. A department can be eliminated. A new executive can arrive with a different vision. An economic downturn can erase years of stability. Sometimes decisions have nothing to do with your talent, your work ethic, or your commitment. You can be employee of the month 1 month and unemployed the next. Not because you failed, but because business makes business decisions that sometimes don't care about the people attached to it. I've watched incredible employees give 10, 15, 20 years of their lives to an organization. They've missed birthdays, they sacrificed vacations, they answered emails at midnight, they solved problems nobody else wanted to solve. And then one day, a meeting appears on the calendar due to reconstructuring Due to budget cuts, we appreciate your service. Just like that, your badge stops working, the laptop gets turned in, the chapter is over. And here's the difficult truth. When organizations are under pressure, some leaders will protect the company before they protect the individual. Not every workplace operates this way, but it happens often enough that none of us should assume loyalty alone guarantees security. That's why today, that's why today, I want to tell you something I wish more people understood. Never stop building something that belongs to you. Build your knowledge that nobody can take away. Build your
Mhm.
network. Build your network. Build your reputation. Build your investments. Build your business. Build your brand. Build your intellectual property. Build something that carries your name instead of just your employee number. Because when you own something, no one can lay you off your vision. No one can downsize your purpose. No one can eliminate your calling. See, I don't believe everyone has to quit their job tomorrow. Some of the smartest entrepreneurs in the world started while they were still employed. They respected their employer. They did excellent work. But after work, they built, they learned, they invested, they created, they planted seeds for the future that they control because they understood something very powerful. A paycheck pays today's bills, ownership builds tomorrow's legacy. The wealthiest people don't trade time for money. They build assets. They create systems. They solve problems. They leave behind something that continues working long after they are finished. That's what legacy is. That's what legacy is. Where are you in your legacy building? What's your legacy? Legacy isn't just money. Legacy is influence. Legacy is opportunity. Legacy is creating doors your children won't have to knock on because you built the building. Legacy is making sure your family benefits from your courage. Every successful business you admire started with someone who decided to stop waiting for permission. Someone who said, I have more inside of me. I can solve the problem. I can create value. I can build something that outlives me. So today I challenge you, be the best employee you can be. Honor your commitments. Give your employer your best effort, but don't let your dreams clock out when your shift ends because your assignment is bigger than your occupation. Your calling is bigger than your position. Your potential is bigger than your job title. Don't spend your entire life building someone else's dream while leaving your own sitting on the shelf. Start the business, write the book, launch the podcast, create the nonprofit, invest in real estate, develop the invention, teach the course, build the brand, leave something in this world that still speaks your name long after you are gone. Because at the end of your life, people won't remember your employee ID number. They'll remember the problems you solved, the people you inspired, the lives you changed, the opportunities you created, and the legacy you left behind. So don't just make a living, make a life, make an impact. Don't just earn a paycheck. Build an empire of purpose. Don't just look for and work for success. Work for significance because jobs may come and go. Titles come and go. Companies come and go. Build a legacy built on vision, courage, and purpose. That's something no one can take away. May you today be committed to not just making a living, but to making a life and building a legacy that nobody can take away from you or from your family. That's the lesson. That's the thoughts. That's the words. Playtime is over. Stop playing with your life. And all I'm saying to you is what I said to myself this morning. And God said, go tell them. Go tell them. Go tell them. We can't keep doing it the way we've been doing it because we keep getting it back the way we've been getting it back. The reminders of what you should be doing sometimes come hard, unapologetically, and crazy. Sometimes you get kicked straight out. Like, wait, I wasn't ready. Don't dunk me in the deep end. I'm not ready. I'm trying to take my time and walk over there and swim over there just a little bit. Don't throw me over there. But sometimes we get thrown. So we just got to be ready, friends. Ready for whatever life is dishing out. And the thing that I know from all of the songs they played this morning, they played right the way they were supposed to. So it's a happy day, right? Oh, happy day. And then intentional came on after that. God is intentional in what it is that is happening in all of our worlds. Intentionally allowing things to happen that move us, that push us, that get us to the next level. So no more waiting, no more watching, no more wishing, no more delaying. And then the next song, won't he do it? I didn't pick the songs, I just let them play. Won't he do it? Just like he said he would. And he will do it. Just like he said he would. And then I just can't give up now. I come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy, but he didn't bring me this far to leave me. And the last one, just smile. Just smile through it. I'm like, ooh, man, I tell you what, I love when I give God the playlist because it's so many messages in the playlist that allow us to do the things that we need to do. And the gratitude that I feel for all of the downloads and all of the messages this morning just confirm the direction that I personally need to go in. And I hope that the words and the downloads blessed you this morning and help you to remember that your paycheck cannot build your legacy, that your commitment to excellence at your job will not build your legacy. That no matter how great you are and how good you are, that the words or the world in business changes often and they don't care about us. I remember one time working for a nonprofit organization and I was doing so well and the students loved me so much. I was working for an organization that taught GED and all kinds of career training. And it was one of my favorite jobs. I was teaching people how to pass the GED test and they was paying me for it. And all I got to do most of the day with my students that was age 18 was the youngest and the oldest was 56. I got to motivate and inspire all day, every day. One of my best jobs. And one day I got called in the office and they said, due to budget constraints, we did not receive the particular funding that we needed. So we're going to have to let you go today. Today. Not because you're not excellent. And if you need a recommendation, if you need something from us that you could take on your way while you leave out the door, we'll be more than happy to give you that. Another job I worked, the company sold and they knew that it was selling. So 6 months before they was going to lay us all off, they told us, one, how to get unemployment. Two, they gave us resume writing and cover letter classes. And they assigned each of us a some kind of career coach to see where we can go from there. And I don't know why back then what I'm feeling now didn't show up, but it's here now. It's here now. I believe more in myself than I ever have in my entire life. And maybe it's all, no, it's not maybe, it's true. It takes growth and development to believe that you could use your gifts to create the finances that you need to take care of your life. And then you have to put things in place. You got to do stuff. And I finally believe in me. I believe in my legacy over my paycheck. I believe in my legacy over allowing someone to have control over my life. I don't want anybody to dangle any carrots in front of my face. If you do this, we will give you that. Or for the switch up, for one person to tell you something, and then as soon as a threat comes, they throw you under the bus. Even though it was all of us, we was all there. So which do you believe? How will you move forward? What will you do now? Now, what will you do now? Time's up. Time's up. Time's up. Okay, that's all I got. That's all I got. Go ahead, Hill.
Man, I hadn't thought about what you said, like the way that you said it in a long, like really never. So crazy. And because job loss is, it's like going through a death, and we don't even get the opportunity really to even like to grieve properly over those things,
Mm-mm.
especially when you go through like a succession of them. And even if it's not like every year, we don't, we just go for the next job because we like get in survival mode, but we don't even like grieve. And I think that like chips away at our spirit, it chips away at our feeling adequate or worthy, or because we start feeling like, okay, all right, I lost that job, I lost this job, and it's like, dag, maybe I'm the common denominator, you know. So it's almost like you really have to have like a strong sense of self and confidence and be able to like build yourself up in spirit and have support from friends and family or whomever, just to be able to get your mind right to jump back in. And even more so, you know, to say, to take, to have the courage to say, okay, I want to build this business, because you start thinking like, dag, if I lost this, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though you know that it might have been a situation where it was financial, it's like, well, why did they choose me? You know what I'm saying? Like, couldn't they have chosen that other person?
Yeah, right.
Because I kicked butt. I did this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you start to question, and it's so crazy just what you saying that. So thank you for sharing that, because that's a tough thing. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't think that people really, we don't talk about that enough. That's huge right here for everybody. I don't care what color you are, for everybody.
Absolutely. Nick said it can feel tough and depressing, and absolutely moving forward after the fall. And we all can struggle with that. And you know, truly, it's a tough place to be. You know, when there's uncertainty around, I've been this great employee, but now you telling me that I got to go. And a lot of times when they tell you, they don't give you no time. They wait till Friday at 3 o'clock.
Could I tell you another version of that? Being in show business, some people that they call themselves gypsies. They're the dancers, singers on Broadway. And they say to the younger people, remember, the show's always going to close. It doesn't matter that it's a hit show. So you have a different mindset in my business. The show's going to close. Make sure you put some money aside, keep your bills paid up to the best you can, and buy some good clothes to audition in.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a different point of view than joining the police department and hope you don't get shot for 20 years.
Man, please. Nick said it's hurtful and can feel calculated, but it's a business decision. Sometimes it is that too, because remember, the people that are in charge are also people. And so it could be calculated. But it's not our job to be even concerned about that part. Our job is to put ourselves in position so that when these things come up, that we are prepared, that we have our emergency funds in place, we have other other instruments in place that could help pay for stuff. I remember over the pandemic, one of my good friends had bought Tesla stock, and she had 3 businesses. And she said, over the pandemic, my Tesla stock is what kept us above water. And she said, even though um, I didn't want to liquidate it, I realized that that was what it's for. That's what we buy investment for. That's what we do, the things that we do for protection. And she said, I used it and I felt good about it. And I kept all my businesses, my home, and my kids were fine, and my husband and I were fine. So there's things that we do have in place in order to take that, to be okay. So the one thing I also know, no matter if you have things in place or not, that God has never left us. I don't care if they let you go yesterday, tomorrow, the next day. We have never been left hungry, begging bread. We have always been cared for. And that's the part. No matter what. So I am absolutely grateful and I'm thankful to each and every one of you. I will be reaching out to some of you for a bunch of things that I'm currently working through. But with that being said, if no one has anything else to add, Dr. Long, will you please give us our blessing for today?
That last thing you said, we're child of God. We don't have a father that runs away and leaves us wanting. We don't. We're cared for, and that's what faith is. That's when you find out whether you went to Sunday school and paid attention. you better know. What's Bridget say? It's a job for Jesus. Mm-hmm. Hallelujah. Absolutely. Okay, come on now. We say this every day. Please pick a sentence and meditate on it for the rest of the week. I'm blessed going in.
Blessed going in.
I'm blessed coming out.
I'm blessed coming out.
I'm blessed in the city.
I'm blessed in the city.
I'm blessed in the field.
I'm blessed in the field.
I am always in the right place at the right time.
Always in the right place at the right time.
With the right people.
The right people. Right people.
Doing the right thing.
On the right thing.
For the right reasons.
For the right reasons.
And everything is in divine order.
Everything in divine order.
As Jabez says, bless us indeed.
As Jabez says,
bless us indeed.
Expand our territory.
Expand our territory.
Extend it Oh my goodness, extend an open hand of favor to us
Extended open
Extend
hand
an open hand of favor to us
that we may do no harm.
that
that
we
we
may
do
do no
no
harm.
And we let go and let God.
and we
and
let
we
We let
go
go and
and
let
let
God
God.
Then go with the flow
Go with the
and
flow
go
with the
with the
flow.
and let the blessings and the money roll in.
and let
let
the blessings
Blessings and the money
be
roll in
roll in.
in
From the north, south, east, and west.
the
from the
north,
north, south,
East and
east,
west,
east,
and west,
From above and beneath.
from
above,
above and
above and beneath,
From known and unknown sources.
from
from
known
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 and
and
unknown sources.
unknown sources.
Tell us about our money, Dr. D.
We have supernatural unlimited money, sowing supernatural unlimited seeds.
And we live and give out of God's overabundant soul. We never run out.
Never run out.
never run out.
We always have more than enough.
We
Always have more.
always have
Always have more
more
than enough.
enough,
More than enough to do anything our heart desires.
more than
More than
enough
enough
to
to
do
do
anything
anything our hearts
heart's
desire.
desires.
More than enough to do anything God puts on our hearts to do for others.
More than enough
To
to
do
do
anything
anything God
God puts on our hearts to do for others.
We got big money to spend, big money to lend, and bigger money to keep.
Big money to
Big
spend,
money to spend,
lend, and
money
bigger
to
money to
spend,
keep.
and
big money to keep. Money to
Because
keep.
our bank is in heaven.
Heaven.
And we're the branch bank, we're the spout where the money's coming out.
Yep.
Let me tell you about the money that God puts on our heart to do for others. Do you know that a situation came up in my family and I found $150 tucked in my checkbook? Now, I never put money in my checkbook. I said, well, add another $50 and send it on. Money to help others.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
My nephew wasn't getting paid, and I would rather send that money to him than have to try to bail him out because he was about to lay the guy out. The
I know
guy
that's right.
was holding 3 weeks' pay, and he's a diligent young man. And for an older black man to do that to a young black man who's showing up on his job every day, I had to call the Hallelujah Sisters to keep